Okay, so this is the continuation or the last topic for legal management. Okay, formalities of the entry to and exit from the Philippines. So, the importance of understanding formalities is to know, ayan, to ensure or to know the crucial for ensuring the compliance with immigration laws, avoiding legal issues, and facilitating smoother travel experiences. So awareness of those requirements help travelers prepare necessary documents and navigate procedures efficiently. So para maiwasan natin yung pagkakagulo later on. So purpose of presentation. So it aims to provide a comprehensive overview of formalities involved in entering and exiting the Philippines, highlighting key regulation and required documents and procedural steps for travelers to ensure smooth transition of across the board. So legal frameworks. So ano nga ba ang trabaho or sino nga ba ang government na tawag dito, government agencies involved in this kind of work? So of course, it involved the Bureau of Immigration, Department of Foreign Affairs, and Bureau of Customs. So they place each crucial roles or duties in terms of in and out or exit and entry of foreign national or Filipinos here in the Philippines. So, treaties and agreements, the legal framework governing the exit and entry and exit from the Philippines includes various treaties and agreements that facilitates international travel, enhance border security, and promote bilateral relations. So, it addresses the visa requirements, customs protocols, and protection of travelers' rights, ensuring compliance with both domestic and international laws. So, what is entry requirements? So, of course, we have visas. Yan. So, when we say visa requirements, ano nga ba yung iba't ibang type of visa? So, we have tourist visa. So, when we say tourist visa, ginagamit lang natin tong visa na to just to for tourism purposes. Ayan, it's either to do tawag dito para mamasyal. When we have also business visa. When you say business visa, pwede kang magtagal dito na up to 2 years. Ayan. Student visa and working visa. When we are applying with the different form of visa, we can have or meron tayong iba't ibang requirements. Siyempre, pag tourist visa, ano lang naman yung kailangan mo dito? Kailangan may booking, meron kang pag-i-stayan, meron kang itinerary, yung mga ganyan. Pag business visa, kailangan lang ng proof na business yung gagawin mo doon. Pag student, syempre, kailangan lang na enrollment form, letter from the registrar, acceptance letter, yung mga ganyan. And pag working visa, syempre, kailangan meron kang working permit, meron kang amo. Okay? So, applicants need to provide proof of finances and return ticket depending on the type of visa. So, yung mga nangangailangan ng mga ganito, yung mga return ticket is itong mga tourist visa, yung mga ganyan, yung mabilisan lang, yung pangmadalian lang, and business visa. So, applicants may need to, So, processing time varies, so early application is advised. So, visa exemptions. So, there are some nations or countries na hindi na nila kinakailangan minsan ng mga visas. Okay? Pero, here in the Philippines, in the Philippines, apply the citizens of specific countries, allowing them to entry without a visa for a short stay, typically ranging from 14 to 59 days. It is essential to check the validity of duration based on the nationality before the travel. So, meron lang, iilan lang yung mga pinapayagan na mga nations. Yan. So, meron tayo dito yung mga Dominican Republic, ayan, Liberia, Angola, Ecuador, Argentina, Australia, Madagascar, and more. Marami. Ayan. So, immigration procedures. So, when we go to immigrations, ayan, ang pinakauna yung gagawin, for example, tawag dito, mag-a-abroad na kayo. Ayan, mag-a-abroad. It's either mamamasyal, may kikitain kayo, ibibisitahin kayo sa abroad, magtatrabaho na kayo abroad, dadaan kayo sa immigration. So, the process, upon arrival at the Philippine airport, ayan, travelers must present their valid IDs and complete immigration forms. So, officials conduct passport checks and inquire about the purpose of your visit. So, nandun naman na yung dun sa may visa ninyo, nandun naman na, dino-double check lang nila, ini-interview lang kayo. So, visitors should also prepare for customs declaration and possible health screening. So, for the arrival, ayan, process, so just in case may mga dala kang mga gamit, may mga isang box ka ng chocolate, yung mga ganyan, so kailangan mo lang i-declare. Ayan, na pagkain, yung mga ganyan, gadgets. Ayan, kailangan mo lang i-declare. Customs declaration. So, travelers in the Philippines must complete a customs declaration upon arrival, detailing to the goods and currencies. This process ensures the compliance with regulations, prohibited items, and allows authorities to monitor imports and contributing to national security and economic stability. Baka mamaya pasyal ka ng pasyal, galing pumunta ka ng Japan, tapos tagadala ka pala ng contraband, yung mga ganyan. So, kailangan to ensure that, or para maiwasan natin yung ganong cases, mga ganyan, so kailangan nating i-check or i-declare yung mga gamit natin sa customs. So, health and safety of protocols. So, yung mga yon kailangan lang ng vaccination card. Okay. So, documentation for entry, passport validity. So, at least 6 months. Kapag aalis naman tayo dito sa Pilipinas, ayan, so dapat pagbalik natin, dapat hindi pa pa-expire yung natin, hindi pa expire yung passport natin. So, kailangan natin yon. So, ensure that the passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned departure date from the Philippines. So, proof of accommodation. So, proof of accommodation is essential of entry into the Philippines. So, kailangan lang ng ID. Ayan. So, kung kung dito naman sa local, ay di mo na kailangan ng passport, ID lang ang kailangan. Ayan. So, financial stability. When we are going outside the Philippines, okay, ang kailangan lang naman natin is financial or statement of account. Ayan, kailangan lang yon. But some, doon minsan, hindi naman na nila tinatanong minsan yun. Okay, pero dapat meron tayo. Travelers must provide proof of sufficient fund for their stay, ayan, which can include bank statement, credit card limits, or sponsorship letters. So, yun naman yung mga papasok dito sa Pilipinas. So, visa types and requirements. So, tourist visas generally issue short stays allowing foreign nationals to explore the country. So, applicants must provide proof of accommodation. So, kailangan naka-check-in dito sa dito, whatever na hotel, financial capacity, and return ticket, ensuring the compliance within the immigration regulation during their visit. And then, we have business visas. So, foreign nationals seeking to enter the Philippines for business purposes must obtain business visa. So, kapag wala yon, hindi sila pwedeng tawag dito mag-conduct ng any business dito sa Pilipinas. Okay, work visas. So, kailangan dapat they secure a job offer, obtain work permit, and meet specific qualification including academic credentials, relevant experience, and to ensure compliance with the local labor laws. So, additional documentation, so you have vaccination certificate or card, ayan, return ticket requirements, and travel insurance. So, regulation during stay, visa validity period, so, ayan, extension and renewals. So, extension and renewals of stay in the Philippines depends on the visa type. So, temporary visitors may apply for extension up to 24 months. So while specific visa categories have corresponding renewal procedures, it's essential to file requests before visa expiration to avoid overstaying penalties. So just in case na nag-overstay dito sa Pilipinas, so for example, may jowa ka galing Nigeria, tapos nag-overstay siya dito sa Pilipinas, ayan, it can result in penalties including fines ranging to 500 to 10,000 per month of overstay, detention, and potential deportation. So, it is a crucial adhere the permitted duration kasi pag once na na-deport ka na, syempre, natatakan ka na yon na na-deport ka na dito sa Pilipinas, baka hindi ka na makabalik dito sa Pilipinas. So, local laws and customs, syempre, make sure na kapag pumapasok ka sa ibang lugar, when you are entering in a different nation, we must respect the local culture. Ayan, so you must know the legal restriction kung ano ang mga bawal, 'di ba? Kagaya ng drug possession, gambling, public behavior. So dito sa Pilipinas, bawal po 'yon. Maybe dun sa lugar na pinanggalingan mo or dun sa lugar na pinanggalingan nila, ibang nation na pinanggalingan nila, libre lang, go lang. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, hindi pwede. Kung doon sa ibang bansa, pwede silang maglakad-lakad dyan sa may kalsada or sa may kalsada ng naka-brief at naka-bra. Kung dito sa Pilipinas, hindi pwede. Bakit? Kasi public display. Hindi pwede yon. Okay. So, it can result to or it can lead to fines, detention, and deportation. So, awareness of customs and legal limitation is essential for a trouble-free stay. Hindi pwede na hindi po kasi alam. Ayan, alalahanin natin that ignorance is of a law. Excuses no one. Ayan, so safety and security tips. So observe local laws, respect customs, and be mindful surroundings. Always secure personal belongings, avoid isolated areas at night, and stay informed about safety updates. So engage with local authorities for assistance when needed, and to follow guidelines from reputable sources regarding health and security. So in terms of departure process naman, kailangan lang check out procedure at airport. So kailangan pumunta lang sa airport, ayan, just present your travel documents like passport, boarding pass, ayan, then proceed to immigration, i-stamp lang naman, interview, and then you may go. And then you may get the immigration clearances. So, yun. Documentation for exit. Yan, required travel documents, valid passport, return ticket, ayan, yung visa doon sa pupuntahan mo na, yung uuwian mo. Okay? So, special circumstances and permits. So, it may require special permits or documentation for exit, such as unpaid taxes, pending legal cases, or minor travels without parental consent. Okay, so it is essential to verify individual requirements to avoid complication at the border. So final checks, okay, ensures all travel documents are in order, including a valid passport, exit clearance, ayan, if applicable. So just in case kung ano man yung hinihingi nila, ipakita mo na lang. Just make sure na kompleto tayo. May tawag dito kapag kung ano lang naman yung mga requirements mong pumasok. For example, dito sa Pilipinas, yun lang din naman yung mga requirements mong paalis. Okay? So, exit visa requirements, documentation for departure. Ayan. So, make sure na kompleto lahat. Ayan. Failure to present this, ayan, result to departure delays or denial. Or, ang mahirap pa dito, tawag dito kapag na-denied pa tayo, yung mga ganyan, lalo na kapag mga foreign, yung mga ganyan, baka i-detain pa tayo, magkaka-problem pa tayo. Yan, exit clearance, and fees and penalties. Okay, immigration exit control. So, kailangan lang ng departure inspection. So, verifying travel documents, assessing compliance with visa conditions, and ensuring no outstanding legal issues. So, just in case na meron ka pang unsolved issues dito, so, ire-report. Ayan. So, reporting of overstays. Foreign nationals overstaying the visa must report to the Bureau of Immigration before departure to avoid penalties. So, proper documentation is required and payment of any fines ensures smoother exit. Kasi kapag once na, for example, overstay ka na, tapos nakita yon at hindi mo siya nireport at hindi kapag nakapagbayad, edi madedelay ka na naman. So, special cases like deportation. So, just in case, kailangan lang ng clearance from Bureau of Immigration, potential detention before departure. Ayan, so may posas, mga ganyan. 'Di ba? So, rights of foreign national. What is the right of foreign national? National. So, legal protection. So, foreign nationals in the Philippines are entitled to legal protections, including the right to fair treatment, access to legal assistance, and protection against arbitrary detention. So, just in case, merong tawag dito, so just in case, merong ginawa na mali, ayan, yung foreign nationals natin, they are entitled for legal protection. So, meron din silang karapatan para tumawag ng lawyer. Ayan, access to justice. They have the right to access the legal assistance and justice, ensuring fair treatment under the law. Ayan. So, anti-discrimination policies. So, the national or foreign national in the Philippines are protected under anti-discrimination policies. Hindi lang mga Pilipino itong anti-discrimination law na to, which ensures equal treatment in employment, access to public service, and legal protection. These policies promote fair environment, prohibiting discrimination based on nationality, and uphold the rights of the foreigners in various aspects in life. The responsibilities of foreign nationals. Ano nga ba yung mga responsibilities nila? Number 1, compliance with local laws. So, it is their responsibility to respect and follow the rules, laws, and regulations in the Philippines. So, violating these laws can result penalties, deportation, and restriction to future entry. So, highlighting the importance of awareness and adherence with the legal obligation. Second one, reporting changes of status. So, just in case, may papalitan mo yung visa mo. So, from student, gagawin mo ng working visa. So, kailangan i-update. Okay, so para hindi magkaroon ng penalty. Okay, payment of taxes and duties. It is, so upon entering, foreign nationals are required to comply tax obligation, including payment and applicable taxes, duties on goods imported for personal use. So failure to meet these responsibilities may result in penalty or regular repercussions. Understanding this obligation is crucial for adherence to local laws. So, recent developments in immigration laws. E-visa. Ayan, internet visa. Yung hindi na mo na kailangan pumunta doon. 'Di ba? Ibigay mo lang yung email mo, mag-apply ka na lang. Pwede kang mag-apply online. Pwede ka na ding magpa-interview nga online. Pwede mo na makuha yung e-visa mo. E-ticket. 'Di ba? Electronic ticket, hindi mo na kailangan yung bibili pa doon or kung pwede din naman walk-in. Yung mga ganyan. So papakita mo lang 'yon. So streamlining process. Ayan, recent development of immigration laws focuses on streamlining visa application processes. So mas mabilis na lang siya, hindi na siya yung kailangan tawag dito dati matagal. Tawag dito, kailangan meron kang first degree, mga ganyan, and so on and so forth. So, impact of COVID-19 travel rules, hindi ko na i-discuss to kasi hindi naman na masyado. So, international agreement and treaties. Yan. So, we have the bilateral agreement. So, when we say bilateral agreement, immigration laws have emphasized streamlined entry processes and enhanced cooperation in the border security between Philippines and partner nations. So, promoting legal migration while addressing irregular migration challenges. So, these agreements aims to safeguard rights and facilitate cultural exchange and economic collaborations. kagaya nung mga tawag dito, yung mga immigrants natin na pumupunta dito sa Pilipinas. For example, mga Chinese. Ano pa ba yung mga immigrants natin dito? Yung mga, um, ano tawag na sa kanila kasi? Indian. Yung mga ganyan. They are immigrants. They are immigrants or they are from the other countries who are doing their work, they're doing their businesses here, and then somewhat dito na sila. Ayan. So, there is a bilateral agreement na tinatanggap. Ayan, di ba? It is open and vice versa na yung mga Pilipino, pwede din sila doon. 'Di ba? May certain process din. So we have also regional cooperation. Recent development of immigration laws emphasizes regional cooperation through a frameworks like ASEAN Agreement on Movement of Natural Person, fostering collaboration among member states to ensure smoother entry and exit processes while addressing security and economic concerns collaboratively. 'Di ba? As of today, as of now, 'di ba, wala namang mga ibang nations or na block pa naman dito ata sa Pilipinas. Unlike may mga ibang nations, lalo na yung mga nations na may war, yung mga ganyan, hindi pwedeng mag-entry. Or let's say, for example, dun sa ibang Kuwait, for example, 'di ba, may one time dati na pina-stop nila ang mga workers or yan, yung mga immigrant workers or workers from the Philippines na pumupunta dun sa area na yun. Bakit? Kasi maraming crime na sino ang kasangkot, sino ang mga victims, Filipinos. So para maiwasan nila yon, hindi na sila nagpapadala doon, hindi na sila nagbibigay, hindi na nila pinapayagan yung mga Filipino workers na magtrabaho doon. So global standards and compliance. So immigration laws in the Philippines reflects on the compliance of international agreements, emphasizing human rights and global standards. So changes and issues in immigration laws, trends, and statistics. So this driven by the economic stability and conflict in neighboring countries. This statistic shows increases apprehensions at borders, highlighting the need to enhance enforcement and comprehensive immigration reforms to address these challenges. So another one is public perception. Minsan, 'di ba? Kasi dumami, when we say trends and statistics, dumami kasi yung mga illegal immigrants natin. Bakit? Kasi madaming entry points ang Pilipinas. Ayan, na hindi natin nalalaman kung saan sila nanggagaling. Okay? So, as we all know, kagaya nung issue ni Alice Guo nung nakaraan, di ba? Hindi na natin alam kung saan siya dumaan. Airport ba? By sea? By land? Yung mga ganyan. So, public perception. But minsan, public perception in immigration law in the Philippines is often shaped with fears of illegal immigrants kasi minsan, 'di ba, nagkakaroon ng misconceptions. Bakit? Kasi parang iniisip na baka legal immigrants, baka criminal agita iso kaya sila nag-migrate dito sa Pilipinas. Yung mga ganyan. Or it can fuel contributing crimes and economic strain it can fuel xenophobia. Pag sinabi nating xenophobia, ito na yung fear of being with someone na ibang lahi. That is xenophobia. Complicating social cohesion and public policy formulation. Bakit? Kasi most likely yung mga batas natin ay for Filipino, but diba? It is, kagaya na banggit natin kanina, it is also the responsibility of the other nations to follow those laws. Yan, government responses. So, it leads to increased illegal immigrations. Response includes enhancing border security, strengthening law enforcement collaboration, and implementing public awareness campaigns about legal immigrations. So, ayan, about the unlawful entries and exits in the borders of the Philippines. So, corruption and bureaucracy, hindi na natin ito maiwasan, di ba? Sabihin na lang natin, may mga nakakalabas, may nakakapasok. Bakit? Because of the corruption. 'di ba? Binabayaran nila, ina-under the table nila. Ganon din sa immigration, ayan sa customs, 'di ba? May nakakapasok na mga tawag dito, na mga fugitives, may mga nakakapasok na mga contraband. Bakit? Because of the corruption. So, future of immigration law in the Philippines. So, proposed immigration bills, it aims to streamline processes, enhance border security, and improve welfare migrants. Stakeholder engagement. So, includes government agencies, NGOs, and private sectors. So, in shaping future of immigration laws. So, these collaborative dialogues ensures a perspective that considered promoting effective policies, reforms that address the evolving needs and migrants, uphold national interests. Also, anticipated legislative trends. So, it may focus on the streamlining processing times, and enhancing border security, and enhancing labor shortage through more flexible visa options. So, yon. Integration of technology. Number one, digital processing. So, 'di ba, to reduce paperwork, or to improve data accuracy, or para mas mabilis, 'di ba? Kahit minsan dapat nga mas ngayon kahit hindi na tayo magpakita ng ng passport, visa, na lang, face scan, pati mata, yung mata natin, palm, yung mga ganyan, recognition. Ganun ganun na lang sana. 'Di ba, para mas mabilis, use biometrics and enhancement of security protocols, yung AI-driven monitoring services, iSystem, ayan, real-time data analytics, para kapag lumabas, pag nag-biometrics, ay lumabas, nakalagay na doon, record niya, 'di ba? Lahat ng record niya, criminal record, and so on and so forth. So, para mas mabilis. Si special consideration, current travel restrictions, meron ba? I think ang current ang mga current consideration or issues natin ngayon, yung mga tanimbala na naman, yung mga ganyan, accidents, and so on and so forth. So, assistance for travelers, consular assistance, ayan, support for emergencies, local support services, and communicating with authorities. So, of course, to summarize this topic, the importance of compliance, the entry and exit, the resources of further information, and of course, mas mabilis, 'di ba? No mag-travel pag legal, 'di ba? Gaya ng sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina, noon pa, it is very much important for us to work properly, to tawag dito, to move properly kapag legal yung papers na hawak natin. So that's the end. So I hope it helps. So that's all. Thank you.